And I move that the Senate remove the presiding officer from his duties as Senate President.
We're stand at ease for one moment.
Just as the Oregon Senate was set to vote on two controversial measures tackling reproductive rights and gun control, things came to a screeching halt. Senate Republicans brought forth multiple objections over the readability of various bills. And when those failed, they tried to remove Senate President Rob Wagner. You saw right there. Now they've staged a walkout, preventing a quorum, which will stop all votes in the Senate. K2's Christina Giardinelli has been following debate over these controversial measures, is live in Salem now after talking to both sides. And Christina, this isn't the first time Republicans have staged a walkout, but they say it's different this time?
Yeah, they're saying this time it's not over policy, but rather the readability of bills. Democrats, on the other hand, are saying this is just a ploy to delay votes on those controversial measures you just mentioned. A law passed decades ago is bringing what started out as a productive legislative session to a halt. Republican senators have staged a walkout and claim that it's over bill readability. Minority Leader Tim Knopp.
The law, which passed in 1979, at some point stopped being followed.
The law basically requires bills' summaries to have readability standards that would make them comprehensible to a ninth grader.
Most of the bills that have been moving currently, in the current process, are between a 0, which is like doctoral postgraduate, and like a 15, which would be, college level.
Knopp says his attorneys just discovered the violation this week. That's when Republicans in the House and Senate started raising the objections, which were overruled in both chambers. Senate President Rob Wagner.
Legislative Counsel is telling us that the process that we have used to date is completely consistent with the laws.
Democrats say they don't believe this has anything to do with readability. Senator Kate Lieber.
Make no mistake, this is about reproductive rights.
I took that accusation to Knopp. Let's play hypothetical for a second. The Democrats fixed the readability scale for 2005, 2002. What happens next? Are you still walking out for those bills?
Well, we're not walking out just for those bills. We're pressing pause on this session because almost every single bill has a problem.
He says the party also believes there are constitutional issues with gun control measures in House Bill 2005 and reproductive right measures in 2002. So just back to that question, then, would you still walk out over just the constitutionality issues that you mentioned?
That's a discussion. I'd say that's another discussion.
That was Christina Giardinelli reporting. Last year, voters passed Measure 113 that would stop lawmakers with more than 10 unexcused absences from running for re-election. Knopp says that measure is unconstitutional and would be challenged in court if it gets to that point. He is calling on Governor Tina Kotek to intervene to keep the lawmakers moving forward on her agenda, though he declined to say what that intervention would be. In a statement, the governor urged senators to come together and get back to work.